Hey guys, it's your Tennessee Boudoir photographer, and I'm going to start a series with you on lighting techniques for new sets. So if you build a new set that you love, or you have a corner in your studio and you don't know how to light it, or you've tried a bunch of things and you're not a huge fan, cool. I make sets every month for my calendar club, so I'm going to show you the sets that we're working on and how I'm going to light them. I'll take you along the adventures of lighting that I loved, lighting that I didn't like, and then the final setups. So we're starting a little late because it's February and I've never done this before. So I'm going to start with February's month. So come on, let me show you what I did and how it looked. Okay, so first, this is my setup. There's nothing back here. We just have a backdrop, right? It's hanging on my wall. And then I have my heart. You can also do this without anything in your foreground, so you can also pretend this heart isn't here and do the exact same lighting technique. So for my equipment, we have a newer video light, which I use for fill light because you can adjust how strong and how dim, and you can also adjust your color. Also using a newer flashlight for a little bit of extra backlight when we want to give it a little bit more dramatic, showgirl-esque, or just some extra in the back if it's lacking something. Our big boy we're using is our Godox, so I don't have my snoot on here, I just have my spotlight. So I have this angled to the left of my shoot space. I have it up and pointed kind of down, so we're at a funky angle. Be careful if you do this because the bitches is heavy. And it's pointed at our backdrop. Now you can adjust where your focal point is with your light. You can also adjust how bright your light is. This is on like 4%. So I have my video light pointed towards my foreground stuff, which this can also be a light fill if you have like a bunch of shadow towards the feet. If you don't have the heart, this will come in handy for shadow pockets. I have that pointed towards the background, and then I shoot from here. So it's kind of like you've got a 45-degree angle light without having the extra in between, right? So from what your client will see, you have two different lights coming at you, but this one's not as strong as this one, okay? So once I shoot that and I want to add a little bit extra, or if I'm shooting and it feels kind of bland or let down, like I can't quite get the aesthetic that I want, I will add a backlight. So you can use a sunset lamp, you can use a flashlight, you can use just about anything that you have on hand to add a little bit of light in your set. And then I'm going to walk around and show you. And I put that right behind them. So when they stand there, they have this really pretty glow. You can also do it from the other direction, or you can do it from up. Just play around with it and see. Fill light is everybody's choice. So how you choose to use it and where you choose to put it is your own. Everybody has a preference. Some people hate fill light. I love me some good ambient light. Now, obviously, I'm not going to tell you how to shoot sets when you light them, but depending on where they stand, depends on how the light looks, depending on where they're facing, you kind of have choices and things that you can play with. A couple things I want to tell you: if you do use your big Godox or your backlighting and you're doing it, it just feels like you don't have enough ambiance or like vibe. You want to be able to feel the air in the room in the picture, right? Atmosphere spray will be your best friend. It is expensive. I buy them in a 2-pack on Amazon. It is flammable, so do be careful. You can also use a fog machine. I set off my smoke alarms with my fog machine. And then if you have a prism or a lens baby or a diopter or anything, play around with that when you've got your backlight. Because sometimes that can give you a nice, really pretty flare. So I'm going to show you a couple of images that came out of this set and how simple it was. Hope it helped. It's so